Today we are going to learn about destructuring. Destructuring is a process of extracting the values from an object or an array and assigning it to a variable for easier computation. First, we will see how it is done with respect to arrays. For example, we have an array laptops, and I'm going to assign all the brands here. HP, Lenovo, Sony, and Asus. Okay, so we have an array which contains all the laptop brands. But how do we extract the extract the values from an array here and assign to a variable is, for example, the traditional method is constant brand 1 is equal to laptops of 0, brand 2 is equal to laptops of 1. Okay, in case if I want to do a console log, I'll do document.write. Brand 2. So we have Dell and HP here. This is what we are printing it, Dell and HP. The first is laptop of 0 is Dell, laptop of 1 is HP. This is the traditional method. But now in case of destructuring, how it works is, I'm going to remove this. Is equal to, there is no need to mention laptop of 0, laptop of 1 as such, laptops. Okay, the assignment will be done according to the order. The zeroth value will go to the first variable, and the first will go to the first next variable. It will follow the same order. For example, you don't want this Lenovo to be assigned to brand 3, you can leave it just blank. But you can't just simply do it like this, but the order continues like Dell will goes to brand 1, HP goes to brand 2, Lenovo will go to brand 4 here. In case if you don't want Lenovo to be used, you don't want that to be assigned to any variable, you can just leave a blank here. Then the Lenovo will not be assigned to any variable here. Next, it goes with Sony will be assigned to brand 4 and Asus will be brand 5. Now we'll see how this we are going to print it and see what will be the output. We're not using brand 3 here, brand 4 and brand 5. Okay, Dell, HP, Sony and Asus. This is about array destructuring. What we are doing is, there is an array which contains all the elements here, and then we are using all the variables in an array and assigning it to the name of the array. And now next we are going to do is destructuring concept. You can find it handy when, for example, when the function returns an array of element. For example, we will take a function here, function compute a comma b. constant divide is equal to A divided by B. Okay. Now what this function does is it is going to return all the values in the format of array. Add, sub, multiply and division. Okay. Now let's call the function now. Compute, for example, 10 comma 2. 10 comma 2. Okay. So once we call the function, this returns the value. Where are we saving the value? We are not saving the value anywhere. So I'm going to save the values in a destructured array here. The values are, here we are using template literal in order to use string and the values together. So the values are 12. Sorry, I forgot to put comma here. A plus B is 12, A my 8, and then 10 comma 2 is 20. This is what we have got, 20 and 5. 20 and 5. So here the function is returning the array of objects, but we are not assigning all the values to the variables one by one. Here we are taking a destructured array and then we are calling the function. Whatever it is returning, it will be assigned to the respective variables here. Next comes the, here this is how we use it when the function returns a array of elements. This is how destructure works in this case, in this scenario. And next is how the destructuring happens when it is an object. For example, if we have an object of student details is equal to first name is Mohan, okay, last name is Shetty, Shetty, address Bangalore, and suppose BCA grade maybe first class, and then what else okay, right now we need only these many details. For example, if we want phone number also, PH 9449048. Okay, so this is the data that we have for the student details. Now we are going to use a function which uses the student details. The traditional method what we were doing is function print student details. Here we are going to use the student console.log. The student name is stud dot name and the course is course. Here what is happening in this function is only printing the name and the course. But still the student object is having all the details of that students which we are not using inside this function. We'll call the function here and see how it works. See here, the student name is undefined. Why student name? Okay, this is the first name. I have given only name here. Okay, student name is Mohan and the course is BCA. So this is the traditional method. Now how we can use it with respect to destructuring and extract only those values which we need from the object is we can use the flower brackets here where we pass the parameters and use first name, comma, and then what else we want? We want the course. So when we are passing the student details object to this function here, it will try to see first name and the course. It will take only those values. And when we are printing it, there is no need to mention the object here. We can use directly the first name and the course here. So which contains the respective values. So it's still giving me the first name is Mohan and the course is BCA. This is how when we are this is how destructuring works when we are passing an object. From the object, destructuring is used like inside the flower brackets we are going to mention the parameters inside it like this. And next comes string destructuring. First we saw array destructuring and how destructuring is used when the function passes an array, how we are extracting the values from it. Then comes the object, and now finally we see string destructuring. Destructuring, how it is going to work is constant. For example, mm, first name is equal to, I'm going to use caps. Okay, no need. Pooja Singh. Okay. Now, in case if I want to use destructuring, what we are going to do is character 1, character 2, character 3, character 4, character 5, character 6 is equal to FIRST first name, and I want to print here. Console.log the characters are, sorry, we can use template literals. C1, comma C2, comma C3, comma C4, C5. C3, C4 and C5. We'll see what it gives us. POOJA. We assume we don't want J here. We don't want J here. J is placed in the uh, 1, 2, 3, fourth position. Fourth position. So what we are going to do is 1, 2, in the fourth position, whatever we have, we are going to simply remove it and then put C4 here, C5. That doesn't make any difference. These are just the variable name. You should just concentrate on the position, that's all. What if you don't want, just don't mention the variable name, but there should be a blank over there. See, it's PO, J is not there and A is there. This is, and imagine this is how you assign the values from an object or an array to a variable. here in case it is a string interpolation. You are assigning the value of a one variable to you are just destructuring into single characters. Imagine there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 characters here, and still you're keep on assigning the values. You're assigning the variables here. If the values are not there in an object or an array, still you are trying to assign it to a variable, then it will be an undefined value. You are assigning something which is not present. I mean, the assignment is not happening. Variable which is declared and not assigned any value, it is always an undefined. This is how destructuring works in JavaScript. Now we have seen array destructuring, when the function returns an array, how we are receiving it, object destructuring, and also string destructuring. Thank you, everyone.